Do you know what? Some days I have these moments of clarity where I realise that A, I have a slightly bizarre and bonkers job, and that I'm also very lucky to do said job. This is one of our studios on campus, and I've just spent the last 4 hours teaching students, musicianship students, events management, production students, how to shoot a music video. We've just spent the last 4 hours kind of looking into the intricacies of how you do all of that. And yesterday morning when I shot that video where I was sat by the drum kit, I'd spent the morning talking to students about like how to create rhythmic illusions, the idea that the pulse is in one place, but actually it's kind of not, kind of musical magicianship stuff. What a bizarre job I have. And you know what? I think without making these videos every day and kind of being really sort of hyper aware of it all, I think maybe these things would pass me by, actually, and that I need to take a moment to think, okay, yeah, sure, it may have taken me, whatever, 30 years, maybe even longer, really, to get myself in a position where I have all this knowledge and experience and can pass it on, and also still sort of stay in the industry doing all these kind of things. But you know what? I think without making these videos, it might kind of pass me by a little bit more than it otherwise would. So I'm very grateful for that today, I have to say. I'm very grateful that, I don't know, that I stuck to my guns, that I had people around me to support me doing it. Maybe that I didn't actually have any other option than to do it. Whatever it is that led me down the path of being able to kind of know a little bit about filmmaking and a little bit about playing music for a living. Anyway, that's where my head's at the moment. But it is definitely time for lunch now. I'm going to eat some food. And eat food, and I certainly did. I've done it twice, actually, now. I've just had dinner, so you've skipped 2 meals. But in between those meals, also had a performance class that kind of blew my mind. And it's left me on a real kind of high today. It's been a hell of a day. I was dreading it, actually, if I'm honest. The setup for the film session this morning was big, and the estates team really came through for me and enabled the session to be really productive and really good fun for me and the students and the musicians playing. And then right at the end of the day, it is week 6, so it's the middle week of the semester. But some of the students today, the last performance we had of a piece of music, there's a moment when a lot of them stop being instrumentalists. They go from being drummers and vocalists and guitarists and bass players and keyboard players. They go from that to being musicians, and it was great to see one of the bands this afternoon really doing that. It was just fantastic to watch. So I'm kind of on a real high today, despite being really quite tired. Yeah, well, you know, I think sometimes you just have to sit back and go, do you know what? I feel very lucky that I love my job and that I'm able to do my job. And I'm, yeah, I guess it's a privilege, isn't it? Anyway, that's today. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Probably won't be feeling quite so buoyant tomorrow because I've got that bloody run that I hate doing on a Wednesday. But there we are. Week 6, halfway through week 6. It's been a good one. See you tomorrow.